back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the FV304. It's the Tier 6 British SPG located on the south spawn of Abbey. This one is under the command of Deathnub. Well, otherwise made popular as Bert, after Bert the Avenger. The FV304 has got grown fat in its old age, but it's still the fastest Arty in the game at 72.4 kilometers an hour. And of course it's got the 4.5 inch gun, which is the same as on the Bishop, with a very high trajectory but a very short range. 450 alpha penetrating 28mm of armor. But it's the trajectory really that counts, because of course it is capable of lobbing shells over rocks and into the enemy quite effectively. Well, we spotted a CS-44 making its way into the Abbey, and he's being followed by a Baguette Panther, the Britann Panther, the one captured by the French. It was a pair of Panther tanks, or was it a group of Panther tanks actually? Tries to get a shot in there just a little too late, but it was a good try. Okay, CS-44's popped out for a moment. We're loaded. Standard reload. Oh, we got a hit. 83 hit points. Standard reload is 12.94 seconds, and we can see from this that Deathnub's got a reload of 10.68, so he's knocked off just under 2 seconds. Tries to get a shot there as he's just passing the gate, but unfortunately the building got in the way. He didn't get a red line though when he was actually aiming at that point, and so he should have potentially tried again. Okay, up on the western pass, on the western side of the map, we've got a Caro P88. He's just moved forwards without looking, and he just drove into the house. Yes, officer, I wasn't looking where I was driving at the time, and the house jumped out at me. Yeah. Oh, that's often been heard. Excuses to why people have accidents. Yeah, the tree jumped out of nowhere right in front of me. Okay, well, there was a VK2801-105 just went into that gap, but we've lost sight of him, so we can't take a shot. Oh, there he is. He's popped up again. He's making his way down the river road. Oh, that was brutal. Took 2 hits, and the T25 claimed him. Meanwhile, the Baguette's gone into the village, and he's being confronted by a Striv M4257 RT. Rounds out. Oh! Well, it's a kill, but unfortunately we lost the Striv M4257, so that wasn't so good. But there is an M6 over there now that we could possibly fire at, but he's having a quick look at the other enemy. I think he's going to pay attention to the western side, it looks like. Now, the problem is you can't pop out too far onto the west, because if you do, enemies in the Abbey might actually shoot at you. But now he's got 3 enemy tanks to fire at, and they appear to have come up against a pretty big wall of our tanks, which are blocking them from moving any further. And of course now they're camping, and of course Arty stops camping. Yeah, if they don't move, they're going to get splattered. And there's the first hit on the Caro for 146. You can see that the enemy Arty is also firing into this area. They've got a Bert on their team and an S51. He just got a direct hit on one of the enemy tanks. Going for the Caro again. They lost one of their number. That was the IS-22. Another hit on the Caro for 114. He's tracked. He's not moving because, of course, obviously he's burnt his repair kit. Rounds out. And he changed his view just as he fired. When we didn't see if that round went into the Caro, but he's now aiming for the IS-2 shielded. And rounds out. That guy just got rid of his tracking, and now he's probably got it back again. We're going for the Caro. Not quite at a one-shot yet, but close. That was a direct hit. Now he's a one-shot, so if we can get the next hit, then Deathnub will have his second kill of the game, I should say, because he's already killed the Baguette. And there goes the Caro, so now he's going to fire at the IS-2 shielded. You can see 2 impacts on the vehicle already. There's the 3rd. And the kill shot actually goes to the lever instead. So we're now looking over to the other side, the river road. Got a T-25-2 right up against the wall there, hiding from our teammates. Now, we know he was last seen there. Round out. Oh, direct hits! So that's T-25-2 is now receiving rounds. And of course, he has very thin armor, especially on his roof. So these rounds are going to really hurt him. And another shot goes in. Direct hit. Now, they may not get the full 450 hit points of damage every time they strike, but the thing is that T-25-2 can't take many more of these hits without being out the game. That one missed, so he's not there at the moment. But if he does pop up or come into view, then we should be able to get a shot. Well, Deathnub's now crossing the cap, and this could be a danger, because remember that CS-44 is in the Abbey. And when you cross that cap, you are in full view of the enemy if he's looking. And it doesn't appear that he's looking at the moment. So he may have moved away from the Abbey area, or he might just not be looking in our direction. One of the enemy Arty's just come into sight. And I think he was trying to get alongside the Borsig. There's not really enough room for 2 to operate in that spot there. And it's best not to upset the Borsig, because he'll just get frustrated and push back on us. Okay, there's a wreck moving. Somebody's got to be behind that, and he's dialing in. Go for it. Take the shot. Rounds out. Yeah, direct hit. If that's the T20, it is the T-25-2, and he's a one-shot now, and the Borsig finishes him off. So Deathnub gave that kill to the Borsig. He stripped that guy of health, and then obviously the Borsig took the kill. Well, that M6 is still up the river road. The Challenger is very low on health, so he must have taken quite a few hits from both the M6 and the T-25-2. Deathnub's decided to do a quick recce, and he's found the M6, and he did get spotted. Now you have to watch out, because this Arty can flip over. Even though it's fat and wide now, you can flip it, so you just need to be careful you don't go over any rocks that change its position. Challenger's come up alongside to help, and he made the M6 a one-shot. Oh, no, that hurt. The Challenger went down to the 90mm on the M6, and we're being told not to move any further by the Borsig. Was it the Nashorn was actually trying to tell us that? Now, I think if he backs up a little, he should be able to get around over that rock face and into the M6. But he's obviously right at the edge of the water, so doesn't want to get knocked into the water by his own teammate by mistake. Oh, he spotted the CS-44 in the Abbey grounds. And the CS-44 dies, but where's the M6? There he is. He's gone up on the rise. Rounds out. Yes! Nice little kill there. 117 hit points. So he's got 2 kills now. Okay, he's going to move up. Threading his way between all these wrecks. Now he should be able to use this position here to shoot at the enemy tanks near their cap area. They've got an ISU-152, an FV304 and a Nashorn still alive. Now the Nashorn could be on the river road. Oh, we found him. There he is. He's just across the way, and he's got 3 marks. Oh, that was a penetrating shot right into his side with a 4.5 inch. So that's yielded a lot of hit points and made the Nashorn an easy kill. So he's now up to 1,250, positioning himself to get a shot at the enemy. But there he is, just in sight. Oh, and he dies before we can get the shot off. But there's still one more enemy, the ISU-152K. Oh, no, he fired, but the ISU's been found. There he is. Unfortunately, we got a red line, which means we're too close. He needs to change position to get a shot. You have to do that a lot in the Burt. There he is. Okay. He's on target. He just got hit by our other Arty. Now he'll be able to get another shot here. The CS44 on our team dies, but... Oh, and there's the kill shot that wins the game. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was the first ace tanker for Deathnub in the FV304. Very well done indeed. It's all that splatting that he was doing on the west side of the map really did help, because he was racking up the damage while he was over there. He also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 16 in that game. And his win 8 was 5,544, which is more than Super Unicum standard. Very well done. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game. That actually went to the ISU 152K, the premium tank destroyer. He got a high caliber for 2,771 hit points, whereas Deathnub got 2,379, not too far behind him. And the third highest damage in the game actually went to the Borsig with 1,884. When it came to kills, it was the Borsig who did the best with 3 kills, but he was matched by the ISU 152 on the enemy team, also had 3 kills. 2 kills went to our ISU 152K, to Deathnub, the Nashorn and the KV3. Nobody on the enemy team managed to get more than 1 kill other than the ISU 152. And when it came to base XP, he's in second place, because the ISU 152 with his high caliber got 1,013. But Deathnub wasn't that far behind with 923. And you notice that you can actually get an ace tanker just below 1,000 base. I think it's because the standard on the FV304 is slightly lower than many other Arties, because it's a difficult Arty to play. You have to get close to the enemy if you want to get damage, and that can put you in danger of being wiped out, and that's why a lot of Arty players don't play the FV304. They used to be the other way round. Lots of people used to play this Arty simply because it was so troll that you could get beneath the gun depression of many heavy tanks, sit alongside them and punch rounds into their side every now and then. And of course then you used it for ambush as well, so it acted more like a TD than an Arty. But since it's grown fat and slow, well, not quite so slow, but since it's grown fat, a lot of players do not try to do this anymore, and as a consequence it doesn't get played as much, and it's much easier to get a better better base XP on this game to get an ace tanker. He fired 20 rounds in the game, got 14 direct hits on the enemy and 2 penetrations and 17 splash. Now I suspect that one of those pens actually was from the T25-2. Yep, 765 hit points he did on that one. Who was the other one that he penned in the game? No, it wasn't that one. It was the Caro? No. The M6? No. The Nashorn! Of course, that shot into the side of the Nashorn was a great shot. 508 hit points from, or 508 hit points from one shot directly through his side armor, which is very, very weak, and it went straight through, and they got a good high roll for that shot, and that's why he got the pens. Let's have a look at the rest. He also got 17 splashes on the enemy, 2,379 hit points of damage, of which 1,759 were at more than 300 meters. So he did a fair amount of damage at close range, but I think the majority, really, you could say, was at long range. And 7 enemy vehicles were damaged, 2 were killed, 85 hit points of damage assistance. He earned 40,922 credits from the game after ammunition, resupply and consumables took away 15,922 credits, 1,384 XP, no multipliers, that's all the experience points he took away. So the Burt still got it, and congratulations to Deathnub on getting his first ace tanker in it. Yeah, I think more players, if they want to get the marks, or they want to get the ace tankers, this is the Arty to play, because so few people play it. The standards are much lower, so you can get better results of less damage, but you just have to get closer to the enemy if you want to get those hits. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.